Hi everybody! Welcome back to another character drawing class with me, Avivah, your art director from the Ed Asner Family Center. You can tell I'm far off into the realm of space because today we are going to be making someone who's so incredibly cool and empowering, and from one of my favorite shows right now, The Mandalorian. Today we are going to be specifically learning how to draw his helmet in more of like a cartoony kind of style. It's hard to get really accurate when it comes to drawing metal. It's specifically what's the kind of metal that the Mandalorian uses? It's I can't remember all of the names, but if you know it, you can write it in the comments. Let me know what the Mandalorian metal is called. But we are going to get started today. Like always, I am going to be using a pencil and some paper. And for this specific character, you don't really need a lot of colors if you're planning on coloring in. All you're going to need is your pencil because gray, like graphite, what's inside of a pencil, can make so many different shades of gray and blacks. But it's also nice to have a nice pen or Sharpie around to get those nice smooth edges, okay? Gives it a nice finished look. But let's just get into it. You're here to draw. I'm here to draw. No more blabbing or nonsense. Let's get started, okay? All right, so here is our Mandalorian helmet that we're going to be working on today. Now looking at it, kind of reminds me of one of those like Daft Punk kind of helmets a little bit. But we are going to be just focusing on the helmet, like I said. As you can see, there's a lot of nice straight and curvy lines. If you want to make your Mandalorian super like exact to the original, you can get a ruler out if you'd like. Whatever you feel like will help you make the product that you're trying to achieve, okay? So you know what? And with saying that, you can totally make him look however you'd like. You can even give him like a little flower behind his ear. I think that'd be very cute. Always make it your own because this is someone else's design, you know? So now what we're going to be doing, so Mandalorian is almost, the way his helmet is built is very symmetrical, almost like a butterfly, you know? The only thing that'd be a little bit different on one side is later on, after you finish your sketch, I came in with a white paint marker. You can come in with acrylic paint, anything that's super opaque, not see-through, for you to draw some nice shine marks on his little window part of his helmet where he sees through. But that's totally up to you if you want to just keep it simple and just draw along today. And don't feel pressure. You don't even have to draw Mandalorian. Just draw with us. Let's relax and have a good time. So for our helmet, the way we want to start is find a nice focal point, a center spot to base the rest of our picture off of. So we are going to start with something simple here, which is going to be the nice curve of his helmet. So we're going to start with a nice curved line because I know all of you guys know how to write. We can write a good C shape. So it's going to be a nice C shape or like an upside down U, okay? Starting at the top of the page, we're going to be starting on the left, coming across, and bringing it up and back down here. Doesn't need to be perfect now because we're working with pencil. If you plan on making a pen mark at the end, don't feel like your sketch has to be perfect. It's just like your rough draft. Okay, so now that we've got a nice arch shape, a little rainbow shape, we could start working our way into this middle part because this little middle section of his helmet is a great way to kind of base off the rest of this too. So we're going to start by making this nice rectangle in the middle. So what I suggest is finding the middle, erasing a little bit at the top, and then making a rectangle that comes down to right at the same point of where our curve stops on the side. So nice straight lines, side by side, parallel. a nice straight line at the top coming up above our helmet slightly, and one on the bottom. And now there's some ridges on the side, another layer around it. So we are going to be coming to the side here, connecting and making the same lines on the side, straight down the side, 2 diagonal lines, little tiny diagonal lines, and a straight line at the bottom. Okay, see what I was talking about? 2 little diagonal lines at the bottom there. All right, and so now that we've got that little middle section done, we can come in. Let's bring our edges down slightly, and we are going to be finding our middle spot by taking a nice curved line, not too curved, just slightly curved, to show that his helmet is a little bit more than 2D. It's got a roundness to it. So we're curving the edges off slightly here. All right, so we are going to be moving on to bringing our edges all the way down. So let's bring it down about 3 inches, just like so. Let's do it on the other side too. We're just bringing those lines down. Nice. Okay, so now right underneath that curved line, we're going to make the same curved line, just following above. Okay. Now that we've got that down, we can start by making this very interesting T shape that we've got going on here. And this is where he can see. It's like a very tinted glass. So this is also going to be slightly curved. We're going to come underneath this line that we just made and make a very slightly curved mark coming all the way across and leaving a little tiny space on the end here. See, I didn't come all the way to the ends. I left a little bit of space there. Alrighty, and now, actually, I'm going to leave that line there because we want to make sure that we have somewhere for it to connect down here at the bottom, right? We don't want to just eyeball that. So what we're going to do is those 2 lines that we've brought down slightly, we're going to just make a little line going in to the sides here. And then 2 nice diagonal lines coming into the middle. Pretty steep diagonal lines. They're not going to be touching, so we give them some space. No pun intended. All right. So now that we've got those 2 diagonal lines, we are going to be now working our way up by adding 2 more diagonal lines, making 2 little V shapes at the bottom here. 2 nice little pointy marks. And then just connecting them together with a straight line in the middle. Just like that. So now we've got our basic outline of where the outside of the helmet looks like, and now we can work our way inside. So we've made our line up here at the top, and that's going to be the beginning of this black T shape that we've got here. So what we're going to do is with our straight line that we've made, we're going to start to bring our line up and then bring it about an inch away from that original line. And you know what? Let's give it a little bit more space. So like there. Let's do another line following the other side. This is the part where a ruler would really come in handy. But luckily, I've been practicing my lines for a while. I don't think I really need it right now. It's a pretty straight line. All right, so now that we've got this like kind of part where his nose and mouth should go inside the helmet, we can start by finishing off that T shape by making 2 slightly diagonal lines here and then ending it with a nice line going up and down. So it's not going to come to a point at the end. You're going to bring it up leave a little bit of space, and connect it with a small line. Bringing it up closer so you guys can see. See, I ended it with a nice straight edge instead of a point. Okay, so obviously you can see it's not perfect, but that's okay because later on when I do my outlining, we'll erase and fix whatever needs to be fixed. And now is the easy part because all you're going to have to do is make these little concave lines that happen. So the way that his helmet is shaped, it kind of folds in slightly here, has a little bit of a dent shape kind of marking. So what we're going to be doing is starting off with this nice curved line here. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be starting from just a little bit lower than the eyes. Let's make 2 little guide lines here. So hopefully you guys can see that, 2 little starting spots. And then taking our pencil and curving it, and we're going to end it right here in this corner. So you can go up from the bottom or start from the top, but really just curving it and bringing it down. Just like that. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Bringing it up, curving it to that starting line. All right, looking good. You guys are doing a great job. We're almost done here. We're going to just do these last few little lines in the middle. This is going to be a super quick and easy little drawing experience for you guys today. And so now to finish it off, just a few more lines here on the jaw and this like cheekbone area. Another curved line following it and ending in the same spot. So let's just follow that original line that we just made. Bringing it down to that corner again. Just want to darken it so you can really see what I'm doing here. See, I'm just really following the line that I just made. Okay. So now that we got those 2 banana kind of shapes, we're going to come into the corner here where this nice straight line is, and then just connect it to that line that we just made. Same thing on this side. And then we're going to finish it off with these kind of robot ear shapes that are on the side. All we're going to do is come above these lines here, connect it to this little point here, and bring it around. It's just really like a little tiny square box, kind of rectangle shape on the sides. All right. And there we have it, our beautiful Mandalorian. Not too tricky. Hopefully I didn't go too quickly for you guys. And if I did go a little bit too fast, then you guys are more than welcome to wait a couple minutes for this video to end so that you can pause and rewind and stop wherever you need to. But now for the coloring in part, you can see that all you're going to need is a nice dark marker for your outlining and for this inner T shape that we've made here in the middle. And then, like I said, you can add some shines if you like. I really feel like it completes the Mando look. But yeah, that's going to be it today. I'd love to see your Mandalorian helmets if you have tried to attempt this today. I love seeing all of your artwork, so I hope you can send it to me at avivah@edasnerfamilycenter.org. And that's going to be it. It was a really quick class today, super simple. And if it's not simple, like I always say, that's okay. You can take plenty of tries and restart this video, rewind it, or check out some of my other videos if Star Wars isn't really your thing. We've done plenty of characters in the past. And that's going to be it today, okay? We'll see you next Thursday for another character drawing class. If you or anyone in your family who's also a viewer, has any ideas of another character that we can do, send them over here because, I feel like we've done so many characters. I'm running out of ideas. I need you guys. Come send me your ideas, okay? All right, that's going to be it. I'm done blabbing, I promise. I'll see you guys next Thursday, okay, for another character drawing class. All right. Goodbye, everybody. See you next